Fight.
Hello my lovelies, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment. We're going to get that out the way because I might want to be caught up on that. But today we have another chatting with CoCoa. Okay, so today I'm just gonna go ahead and give a disclaimer. If you are easily offended, or if you are not a fan of like conspiracies, then please just don't watch this, because the submissions that I was sent today, oh, y'all know y'all wrong, but I mean, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it anyway. So y'all know I got my handy dandy notebook, which I obviously am gonna need for these two topics. So, oh man, like I said, if you easily offended, click off. Bye bye. Later. See, catch you in the next video, y'all. Bye. But yeah, those who are not, okay, these are the topics. The topics I was sent was, what do you think about this wall? Like Trump's wall. And do you think that Rkelly actually did it? Y'all trifling. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to answer it. And like I said, if you are easily offended, if you're not a fan of conspiracies or whatever, then please leave, please, because I don't know, my opinions are interesting. But okay, so do I think, I'm gonna start with Rkelly. Do I think that Rkelly did it? Yeah, I do. That is not funny. It's not funny. Okay. But yeah, I do think that he did it. And I do think that he should be held accountable for it. However, I also believe that everyone involved should be held accountable, because growing up, even though you could lie and tell your mom you went somewhere, like, ain't no way that your mom doesn't know this stuff. And even like the documentaries and like everybody coming out and saying how they feel and all of the stuff that has happened, they all have said the same thing. Like, oh yeah, my mom knew, or like I lied to her at first, but then she found out, whatever. So I feel like the parents pimp their kids out. Like, yeah, I said it. I feel like they pimp their kids out. Even if it wasn't like let's say the child knew that their parents didn't know, but then later when the parents found out, I believe that because it was Rkelly, Robert Kelly, uncle, can get me out of this area, can finance me and my family. Like, I think that they turned a blind eye to it, even if they knew about it. Now, I'm not saying that everybody knew, but I do feel like he shouldn't be the only one held accountable. And the fact that we trying to talk about this now as though it hasn't been going on is like, to me, it's something else that is happening. Like, and this is like a attention grabber, cover up, because this has already happened. This happened when I was younger, like way younger. And then to me, a lot of the women, girls, whatever you want to call them, have come out and have said, like, yeah, my parents knew about it. Yeah, my family, he takes care of us. He takes care of my family. Blah, blah. They have all said that. And then even with his wife or is it his ex? I think it's his ex-wife. Even his ex-wife is like, oh yeah, he's a great provider. And oh, that's my husband. Blah, blah. That's my kid's dad. And then we'll turn around and have him in court. So to me, it's a money move. And this man is like, not really making these companies or whatever, labels or whatever, money how he used to. So now we could come for him in another way, because like I said, I do believe he did it, but I think that everybody should be held accountable. And I also feel as though it's always a ploy. Like, there's always more to the story. Like, we don't know, we wasn't there, but we got common sense, so we could use our brains and say, you know what, why we talking about this now? And the family's been knew about it. Like, you telling me, and he made a good point. He was like, you telling me I'm holding these people captive. Like, but they could come tell me, oh, Robert, I left a pair of shoes at my uncle's house, and I'm gonna just be like, yeah, go get them. that makes sense. Like, I don't know, but I'm not saying that he didn't do it, because I do believe that he dealt with some underage women, or girls, or however you want to word it. I do believe that. And I do believe that not only he should be held accountable, but so should everybody else involved, because these like tour managers and studio people that was in the studio with him and family members and all this other stuff that can say, yeah, I knew he had this underage girl in the studio, blah, 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 or I will help him cover up for this or that. How you just, if that was regular people, you would be an accessory. So, like, why is that not the same energy? And then my thing is, even with that, why are y'all just now speaking out and nobody's paying attention to that? Nobody is like, oh, this is odd. Why are they coming forward now? And not everybody want to band together and say, yeah, he did this, he did that. Like, I don't know. And I understand that sometimes it takes somebody else to say something for you to find the courage in yourself. But to say that everybody, even people that technically should be charged too for an accessory to a crime, or however you want to word it, if he's facing all these felony charges, then so should everybody that assisted him in doing it, because he didn't do it on his own. And that's all I'm gonna say on Rkelly. So yeah, I probably lost some subscribers just now, but you know, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm very honest, so I'm not gonna lie to you. Anywho, next topic is, what do you think about this wall? I think it's stupid. I do. I'm probably gonna lose more subscribers there, but I don't think the wall is this big of a deal. Like, at the end of the day, people are resourceful, and I don't think that we're looking at the bigger picture. Like, I feel like the media is portraying it as though everybody coming from Mexico are just, they're drug dealers, and they bringing all of the crime rates up, and they're doing this and they're doing that and blah, 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 blah. And what are they doing for this country? And that's the message that's being pushed. And I so strongly disagree with that. Like, I know so many people, I don't even know like the proper terminology, but I know so many Hispanic people or Latin. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the correct terminology, but I know the people that are being targeted with this wall, and the people that are being put in the media as so bad and all this other stuff, those are some of the most hardworking people that I know. Those are people who, like, life never handed them a silver spoon or a perfect hand of cards. So they've never just sat around for a handout. These are people who, like, when I say get the job done, they get the job done. And because they know that they're on, like, such a tight leash, these are people who I've never seen get into trouble. Like, I've never seen that. And I know quite a few people. So I don't really like that. I don't like the agenda to, like, I don't know, I guess, like, demonize these people, to, like, make them look like they're all problematic, they're all so troublesome. Oh my gosh, the country's crime rate will be half of what it is now, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't really agree with it. And even outside of, like, the targeting of specific people, I definitely feel like, even as far as just the presidency goes, like, you have to consider the fact that when you put this wall up, those are now, like, yeah, you may have created jobs, but now you have to think about it. As a country, we are in so much debt. Like, let's say you don't get elected again. Let's say this is it for you, because at this rate, I mean, this is it at the rate that you're going. So it's like, now that the wall is up, which like, whoever's following you is now expected to upkeep it, pay to take it down, like, continue to put these jobs here so that people can actually have some type of security there, all types of stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's too much. And to me, we're already so divided that this is just causing a further divide. And I feel like that has been the tone of this entire presidency. Like, this entire presidency has been like a constant push for division amongst everybody in America, amongst, like, people in America that maybe they weren't supposed to be here, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not really a fan. Like, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the way that we're like dehumanizing people and starting to act as though everybody is against everybody. I'm not really a fan of that. I definitely feel like there's an agenda being pushed, and I think that this wall is part of the agenda to continue to have some type of rift, to continue to have some type of news coverage, to continue to have something to talk about, to continue to have divides formed, and to support division. I think that that is a big part of this wall. And I also think that it's, my hair is like sticking up. I also think that it is a, what can you call it? Like, what's the word? I feel like it's something like, it's a distraction. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's some type of distraction from all of the other stuff that's going on. Like, there's so much other stuff that's happening that's way more important than this wall getting built and all types of stuff. But if I was able to deflect from an issue that I'm facing or legal charges that I'm facing because, oh, the government shut down, oh, this is happening, oh, as a country, we're not really moving because of this and because of that, then why not if I can stall for as long as possible? So I think that that's what this wall is for. So if you have stuck with me this long, thank you so much. Please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment. If I lost subscribers because of my opinions, so sorry. No, really, so sorry. But, you know, chatting with CoCoa, what you guys ask and what you guys want to talk about is what I'm going to answer and what I am going to talk about. So thanks for tuning in, and please be sure to keep your post notifications on or turn them on, and make sure that you turn them on in your actual settings, not just in YouTube settings, because they won't come. But that's all that I have for you guys.